Hello and welcome back to Age of Empires 3. I am Lord Forwind, here continuing the Joan of Arc campaign. So we're still in this battle here. Unfortunately, we are having issues with fighting off longbowmen and siege onagers. Also, trebuchets are on the field. So thank you to the person who reminded me that the French have semi-good light cavalry. So I may shift in that direction a bit as well, just to make sure that I don't have to keep spending all this gold on mounted paladins. So for now, we will readjust and refortify pretty much. Make sure that we actually have some troops that can, in the event of a battle, defend against the very heavy archery strength of the British. Hopefully they will actually kill off these guys before they actually destroy my guys. And I'm definitely going to try and take that out. Charge, I guess. One thing I don't want to do is, yeah, let the onager have its way with my paladins. I think I'll retreat for now. The castle should handle most everything else. Unfortunately, we're just continuously having a under siege castle. But that's the way it goes. Let's upgrade to light cavalry there, and then we'll train some light cavalry. We'll train, what is it, 6 is all we can support? That's a very low amount, but it will have to do. We don't really have a lot of troops other than the troops in these battering rams. But now that the castle's gone, we might be able to attack the gate. We just need, obviously, the cavalry to be able to deal with the archers, which is key. I'm also going to upgrade to plate mail to make them a little bit more resistant to my infantry once the rams inevitably break. They won't die immediately. What else could we do? Upgrade the castles a little bit further. The nice thing is that the British are unable to get any of this stone thanks to my castle. And we still have gold coming in due to wiping out Chalon immediately. The issue is really the longbowmen. They're just annoyingly hard to kill. And the AI is actually doing a very good job of upgrading them. Oh, okay. Just heard the sound of dying villagers, not realizing, of course, that it's the British villagers who were just dropping dead. And we'll get faster production because inevitably we are going to lose troops and need more. And for those who are complaining that I'm only playing this on moderate difficulty, it's because I haven't played it in like 8 or 9 years. So give me a little leeway on that. I'm getting better, slowly remembering how you play all the games, but there's a lot of little tricks and stuff you have to remember in this game, and it takes a while to recover the level of skill I had previously. Let's also upgrade our damage, that way we can destroy things faster. And now that our troops will be trained faster, we actually have a cavalry force now that could survive for 5 seconds. Okay, let's just make sure I got everything well set up, key-wise. I think it might be time to advance, so let's send the knights and light cavalry forward. We'll send the rams directly to there. I don't know what we're going to end up doing with the trebuchets yet. Okay, there's actually no reason to keep them out there taking arrow fire at the moment. Actually, we could probably just ignore that and go for their gate. Same thing with this group. Yeah, I might just try that. Just hopefully my troops, yeah. I could have held the gate open, couldn't I have? Oh well, they would have died probably by then. Okay. Okay, those are onagers. We do not want that at any cost. There's no point in leaving my cavalry out here to take damage because they're not going to get anywhere. Okay, and then the gate is down. What in the world is that? That's a town center. Okay, interesting. We need to find their... We really do need to find where their castle is. Oh, sorry, where their town center is. I think it'll be up there, but I can't be sure. Oh, come on. Where is this town center? Oh, it's over here? It just is just... Oh, okay, there we are. Farms, that's always an indication of a town center. Okay, I just want to destroy this castle and then we'll move on. Hopefully that will work. I don't think it will, but... Yeah, they just obliterated my rams and everything. There's a chance we'll get the town center, but it's going to be really close. So I'll start building backup stuff. The trebuchet died, which sucks. However, we do have two-handed swordsmen on the town center. This is gonna be close. It looks like we're gonna get it. Oh, come on, hang in there. Nope, we're not gonna get it. Darn. Wow, that's unfortunate. That is truly unfortunate. Because now they'll repair. Actually, I might be able to just set up my trebuchets outside their castle and their wall and shoot them. Possibilities. Let's get a siege workshop up. Disappointing we fell just a little bit short. The rams got obliterated by those castles. That was impressive. Okay. So slight defeat there. I think we've got everything else we want going perfectly well. No idle villagers, good. Actually, probably shouldn't train 15 of these things. Oh yeah, do it that way. Luckily, we did take out a castle. So a castle and almost taking a town center is not a bad for a first invasion of a fortified, heavily armed enemy. I would say it's pretty good, actually. I might actually reduce this to get the wood I need. I'm going to stick with a couple rams because those lasted actually longer than the trebuchets did, which is kind of funny. That's the downside to using light cavalry, though. They couldn't kill off town center. Instead, I had to rely on rams and infantry units, which didn't work too well. There we are, 12 of you. Can we upgrade to... Actually, we might be able to upgrade to champions. Get that little bit extra armor and health and stuff. A little bit stronger. Breaking through the wall, of course, was the hardest part, so the second invasion should be a lot easier. I might actually try taking the castle first, because that's really what killed my units. Okay, let's actually assign these to 1 this time, because I don't really... Joan is pretty safe there. For all my important units on hotkeys, so... Move you into there, we'll make you that. Obviously the British are going to keep coming back, even though they're the French, but hey. Our champions hurt as the French. Unfortunately, we get bonus hit points for our knights and paladins. We don't have it for our light cavalry. But that's just the way it goes. Okay. That guy probably did the longest possible path to get to that ram. You'll notice the difference in speed. It's really key. Also, apparently the little axle there does actually rotate, which is a nice little attention to detail. I never noticed that before. I know it does the thing on trebuchets, but that makes a lot of sense because it's spoked wheel, but that's interesting nonetheless. I might throw in a couple paladins. Let's see. Be able to throw in at least 2. Just thinking a couple paladins might just increase the amount of damage that something can soak up to keep the rams alive. There you go. One more. And these 2 are ready to move in. Now you notice I'm moving them as separately as groups because otherwise they all move at the slowest rate possible. The slowest unit. So if I moved monks with these cavalry units, they'd move at the same speed, in case you didn't know that. In order to get the monks move faster, I'd have to do fever and stuff. Okay, let's try this again. I have until my units hit about there to decide whether I'm committing to this fight or not. And it looks like I am. Okay. Let's sneak this way, actually. Come on, Rams, you can move faster than the trebuchets, so... The key, obviously, is not to start the fight till you're ready. Which, apparently my light cavalry are refusing to listen to that argument. Let's charge in with the light cavalry first, backed up by the Rams. Straight to the town center, I think. Straight to the town center with you guys as well. Actually, I'm going to dispatch a couple to kill off that trebuchet, because it killed a couple of mine last time. Last thing we want is more trebuchets on the field. Here comes the charge of the light brigade, pretty much. They're just going to get annihilated by the castle. Actually, the castle is about to be destroyed, so let's actually just charge. Surely we can do 90-something damage. And there we go. Victory. That was a little easier than I expected. Yep, gonna have a coronated dauphin. Well, that proved to be a little bit harder than I expected it would. They were pretty good. They fielded what a normal player would do, which is a good amount of longbowmen. However, if they were a real player, they'd also field a good amount of pikemen to handle my cavalry units. Unfortunately, there's no real counters to rams other than augurs, which they did use. So that will be it for this episode, just because we're at the end of this scenario. I will see you guys all next time. We'll just listen to this ending.
A sea of peasants and lords knelt before Joan. Some even knelt to kiss her horse's hoofprints. Cannon thundered, and 1,000 flags danced in the breeze. In the enormous palace, the Dauphin knelt before the Archbishop and rose as King of France. Prayers, anthems, and sermons filled the great chateau. Interspersed among perfumed dukes and ladies were tattered soldiers from our army, many still bearing wounds. Joan herself was at the king's side, as was her bedraggled battle standard. Despite the celebration, I know in my heart that this war is far from over. Our fathers and grandfathers died fighting against the English. Joan gives us hope, but I do not know if hope is enough to ensure victory.